start on hands and knees. We'll get the spine flexing and extending. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Arch your back up to the ceiling, push the floor away with your hands and your knees, and then arch, look forward, stick your bottom out, and round. And arch, and round, and arch. Next time you're in your rounded position, pause. You're going to feel like you can just draw some small circles with your nose, about golf ball size. Let's go for 3 or 4 in each direction. Let your head feel like it's just sort of soft and hanging gently from your neck, and then reverse 3 the other way. 4 maybe if you're quick. And then back into your extension position, chest forward, stick your bottom out, and then round back into your cat stretch. Now we're going to go for some rotation. So you're going to reach one arm up to the ceiling, and you're going to feed it through. Let your ear come as close to the ground as you can get it. If you can get your head on the floor, that's cool as well. And then you're going to lift up, reach up to the ceiling, and then you're going to feed the arm through, put your head on the floor. If your head on the floor is comfy, you're going to keep your head on the floor, and then the hand that you're pushing into, so my right arm is through, so my left arm's on the floor, you can take your left hand behind you, feel like you can reach the left arm over, so you get a bit more of a stretch. It's almost like you're trying to wring yourself out. Does that make sense? Yeah, so that's it, put it behind your back, feel like you can reach it over, okay? You're going to come out of that now, come back onto your hands and knees, and do 2 more. You can add that bit if you like it. If you don't, just feed it through, thread the needle. If you like it, the hand goes behind you, you feel like you pull the arm back, so you're trying to get the top shoulder back and the bottom shoulder forward. And then release, come back, reach up, that's it, and then feed it through. Add in the extra squeeze of the stretch if you like that bit. Okay. And out of it, lift it up for 1 more, coming out of that position. And then we're going to swap sides. Other arm's going to lift up, look up, and then feed the arm through into the floor. This side's harder. Reach up, look up, and then feed it through. And then if you're going for the extra stretch, your head's on the floor, your other arm twists behind. You feel like you can open the top shoulder, pull the bottom shoulder in. It's optional. If you don't like it, that's absolutely fine. And then come out of it and lift up, look. Oh, I've done that side already. Lift up, look up. Make sure you go to the same side like me. And then ear to the floor. Add the extra stretch. And release. Let's do 2 more on this side. Reach up, look up. Feed through. Hand on the floor, head on the floor. Into your big stretch. That's it. 1 more. Bring your hand back to the floor. Lift up, look up. And last one, head to the floor. Add the extra bit, like it. Feels completely different one side compared to the other for me. And then release the arms. Come back onto your hands and knees. Drop yourself into child's pose, stretch your arms out into the front of your mat, bottom heavy, and then we're going to rock the hips forward and down, and look up to the wall, roof, ceiling, whatever in front of you, window, and then rock back, bum to heels. And forward, press the front of your feet into the floor, get as big a stretch out this as you can, and then rock back, bum to heels. 2 more, forward for 1, and back. So nice to have some sunshine, and forward for last one. Squeeze as much length out of this stretch as you can, and then rock back, bum to heels. Keep your arms stretched out in front of you, and then walk your hands around to one side, placing the hand on top of the furthest hand. And then back across. Over to the other side. And to the centre. And one more each way. Can you squeeze a bit more out of this stretch? Clunk goes everything. And back. Last one over to this side. Good. And back to the centre. Okay. We're going to do some super people. So your hands and knees again. You're going to do opposite arm and leg, reach away from the centre. Reach the fingers, reach the toes. Push your chest away from the floor. Pull them back in. Opposite arm and leg, reach away. Fingers and toes, push the floor away. Back in. Keep changing sides, finding as much reach as you can. Fingertips to toes. Back in. Other side, fingertips and toes. And back in. One more on each side. Okay. I'm going to sneeze, maybe not sneeze. You're going to take your opposite arm and leg out to the side. So the knee stays bent, you lift the knee, take the arm out to the side. Back in and down, other arm and knee out to the side. Bird dog. Let's go for another 3. 1, 2, 2. I'm going to even them up. I started counting the other side. This is the last one. Last one. Okay. We're going to do a version of these. So instead of lifting opposite arm and leg out to the side, we're going to take the same arm and leg out to the side and you're going to rotate. So you're in a side lying position, to move away from the former or I'll break my toe. So you're propped up on one arm, that's it. And then you're going to do 6 leg lifts. Nice long leg lift up to the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then the top arm reaches over the top of your head. You bend the top knee, you bring the elbow and knee together and you reach the arm and the leg away. Reach in, reach away, bend in. Reach away, bend in. You're another 3, 2, and 1. So you're going to try and get yourself into as long a position as you can, arm and leg reach away, and then you're going to feel like you can lift the top of your rib cage up, so you're in a bit of a side bend. That's it. So get a big stretch over the top side of your rib cage, and then you're going to bring the arm down, put the foot back on the floor. Twist yourself around, so the other knee's down, one knee just lifted, and then you're going to swivel around, and you're going to lift the other arm and leg up and swivel around. We're going to do the same thing. Lift the top leg up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you reach the top arm over, bend the knee and elbow in, reach away. Elbow in, knee in, reach away. For 4, for 3, 2, 1. And then you reach your top arm over, extend your leg. Try to lift the underside of your rib cage up towards the ceiling. So the top side of the rib cage gets a big stretch. The other foot can be heavy. Try and squeeze as much length out of this stretch as you can. And then bring the elbow and knee down. Hands back on the floor. Drop yourself into child's pose. Turn your palms up. Give it a little roll. Good. Okay. We're going to go into hands and knees, and then we're going to step our legs out into a plank. So stretch one leg back, anchor your foot, stretch the other leg back, anchor your foot. So you're in your plank. Hello. And then you're going to come down onto your elbows. So you're in your commando plank. Then we're going to go back up to your to your hands, and come back onto your elbows. You might need to take your feet a bit wider. And that's it. You're going to basically go from your hands to your elbows and forearms, to your hands, to your elbows and forearms. Can you change which arm you push up with? So instead of always pushing up with the right or the left, push up with the opposite side. Okay? That's it. We're going to go for another 4. Change sides if you're not doing so. 3, 2, 1. Stay in your plank with your hands on the floor. Then bring your right foot forward. Stretch your left leg back behind you. Reach your right arm to the ceiling. Feel like you can push your feet away and drop your hips towards the mat so you have a stretch. That's it. Reaching up. Push down with the supporting hand. Bring the hand back in. Step the leg back. Other leg comes forward. Reach up to the ceiling. Push up with a floor hand. Reaching up. Push down with the floor hand. Up with the reaching hand. Let your hips drop to the mat. And then bring your hand down. Step the other leg forward again. Right leg forward. Right arm up. And then right hand down. Right leg back. Left leg forward. Left arm up. Reach up as high as you can. And do one more each side. And back. Right leg. Right arm. Push as much or squeeze as much, stretch of this out as you can. And back down. Left side forward. Reaching up. Squeezing as much stretch out as you can. That's it, good. And back down. Okay. Bring your knees back down. And just turn the heating off. We've got that on here. Okay. We're going to do some seated stuff now. So you're going to sit on your bottom. If you need a bit of a lift, sit on a block or a cushion. We're going to do our spine stretch. So our legs are going to be out in front of us, as wide as comfortable. And we're going to reach forward. So you're going to reach forward towards the end of your mat, towards your feet, and roll back up, sit tall. And forward. And back up to sit tall. Let's go for another 3, if you haven't got anyone in the way. And back up. And 2. And 3. And up. Then we're going to go into each hand either side of one leg. Lower your chest towards your thigh. Keep your other hip anchored to the floor. Lower as much as you can. You can pulse it here if you like that feeling. And back up to the top. Same side again. Forward. Chest to your thigh. And up. 2 more. And up. Next one, you're going to hold it there. Grab whichever body part you can. Pull back against yourself so you get a bit more of a stretch. And release the leg. Back up and then over to the other side. Both hands either side of the leg. Lower your chest to the thigh. And back up to the top. Lower your chest to the thigh. Pulse it if you like a pulse. And up. Across. And up. 2 more. And up. Say last one. Once you're there, grab whichever part you can, pull back against yourself. Feels very tight today. And then back up to sitting tall. We're going to take your arms out to the side, reach them wide. You're going to rotate around in one direction. Try to look over your shoulder when you're there. Pull your arms as wide as you can. Back to the centre. Rotate around to the other side. Look over your shoulder this side. Reach the arms as wide as you can. And back. Keep rotating. Get a nice twist through the spine. To the centre. To the other side. And back. 1 more each way. Can you get further each time? Good. Okay. Relax your shoulder a second. We're going to take into the saw. So your arms go back to wide. You're going to rotate. You're going to dive. You're going to saw off your little toe with your little finger. You can pulse it out here. And back up to the top. Rotate the other side. Slide your little finger towards your little toe. Pulse it off. And up. And keep rotating. Up. Good. 2 more. Last one. Nice. Okay. going to do some reverse plank, leg pull. So you are sitting with your feet towards the end of your mat. Your hands are going to be behind the line of your shoulders. Your legs are straight. We're going to start with straight leg ones. You're going to push into your heels, push into your hands, and lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Good. Lower your bottom back down and lift them up. Gemma, your daughter's making me laugh. She's running across the camera and lower back down. Okay, next time we're hips up. Keep them up as high as you can. Push into one foot a bit more. Lift the other leg up towards the ceiling. Good. And lower down. Lift the other leg. And down. We're going to keep changing legs. So you've done 3 lifts on each side. Last one coming up. And down. Good. Lower your bottoms back to the floor. Give your hands a little shake out. Okay. We're going to use our band if you need to. You don't have to if you roll down without the band. You're going to place it around your feet. Have the band fairly short. You're going to do some roll downs. Roll downs. So once your band is around your feet, you're going to start making your way back down to laying on the floor. If you've got room. Keep your legs nice and long. Reach your arms to your feet. Look at your feet and roll your body away from the floor. And that's it. Good. You're going to keep rolling up and down for another 4. Good. And 2. Just what you need, someone sat on you when you're doing a roll up. Okay, I think next time we're sitting up, we're going to pause and we're going to just move the band away from our feet. We're going to hug one knee into our chest. Bring your nose and your knee close together. Keep the other leg reaching away from you. You're going to roll yourself down to the floor. Keep your head off the floor. Nose and knee together. We're going to go single leg stretch. So you pull one knee in. And then release, pull the other knee in, and release. So you've got one in, one straightened away from you. You have a little pull twice, get it in as close as you can to your chest. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Hug both knees into the chest, pick yourself into a little ball. You're going to stretch your legs forward, reach your arms over the top of your head. Circle your arms round to hug your knees into your chest. Stretch the legs away. Reach the arms. Keep looking at the gap to your knees. Circle the arms to catch your legs. Stretch. Circle. Catch. 4 more. 3. 2. 1. Okay. You're going to keep one leg in your hand, stretch the other leg away. You're going to lengthen that leg up towards the ceiling. You're going to hold as close to your foot as you can get it. You're going to feel like you can pull your chest and your nose towards your knee on your thigh. Then you're going to stay up in your chest lift so your ribs are away from the floor as much as you can. Release leg you're holding and catch the other leg without flopping back down to the floor. So you're going to release, hold one, release, catch the other leg. Try to stay up in your high chest lift as much as you can. Nice. Good work. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 2, for 1. I know it's a bad joke. Bring your feet down. Hands are going to go behind the back of your head. Going to do some crisscross. Okay, so opposite elbow and knee together, lifting up into that chest lift, other elbow and knee together. Okay, we're going to go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then we're going to do tabletop. Tabletop legs, opposite elbow and knee together, stretch the other leg away, in, stretch the other knee and elbow away. Don't make it too speedy. Bands more. Good, let's go for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. And then we're going to go long leg crisscross. So you stretch both legs, one up to the ceiling, one forward away from you. Take your elbow to the outstretched leg to the ceiling. That's it. And then you switch the legs, scissoring them, elbow to knee. And switch. And switch. This is a killer today. And switch. I was going to do the 100. You're going to be let off, don't worry. Let's go for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Knees down, head down. Stretch your arms out to the side. Bring your feet and knees together. Roll your knees to one side. Head's going to go in a position. Hang out there for a moment. And then roll your knees back and across to the other side. Head's going to roll the other way. Keep changing. Knees side to side. Head goes the opposite way. And side to side. One more. Okay. Bring your feet back under your knees. Arms are going to reach up to the ceiling. We're going to stand strong into our feet and lift our hips up towards the ceiling. Feel like you can get as high as you can. And then you're going to exhale, roll your body back down to the floor. Release the sit bones. We're going to go hips up. Stand strong into your feet. Try to get your hips up to the ceiling as much as you can. And then roll your body back down on the out breath. Next one, you're going to reach the arms over the top of your head. Once you're stood into your feet, reach the fingers away from your kneecaps, kneecaps away from your fingers. Hips are going to be as high as you can get them, so that you can really open them up to the ceiling. And then roll yourself back down, keep your arms out behind you. Bring the arms back to the ceiling, lift the hips up. Reach the arms over the top of the head. Fingers and knees away from each other. Exhale, roll down. Bring your hands back to the ceiling for one more. Hips up, reach the arms, and roll it all back down. Good, okay. So we're going to go single leg bridge. If you want more work, keep your arms up. Less work with the arms down. So I've got to keep my arms up. Stand strong into both feet, lifting the hips up. Then you reach one leg up to the ceiling, lengthen it up to the ceiling. You're going to lower your hips down and lift it back up. Lower and lift. Keep the other leg reaching for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Then you lift keep the hips lifted, keep that leg nice and long. You lower that leg towards the floor and you lift it back up. You lower and lift, and lower and lift. For 3, for 2, for 1. Then the long leg bends. You push the foot forward, you bend the knee in towards the chest. You push the foot forward, you bend the knee in. Keep standing strong into the leg that's on the floor. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your one back to the floor, both feet back on the floor. Push both feet into the mat to lift it up. Lift the other leg up, nice long leg. And you're going to lower and lift the hips. Make sure that foot's underneath you enough so you can get a good lift. And up we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the leg reaching up. You lower and lift that leg. Try to keep the hips level. Stand strong into that floor foot for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the leg back up, bend the knee, push the foot forward, bend the knee in, push forward, bend the knee in, hips up as high as you can. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all back down to the floor, cross your foot over your ankle so you can do your number 4 stretch. Have a little rock side to side in this movement. if it doesn't feel too tight. Head can come up or stay on the floor, whatever works better for the stretch. Oh, mine feels horribly tight today. Okay, hold it for another 3, 2, 1. Change the legs. Cross the other knee. Again, if you like the movement, have a roll side to side. If static works better, that's fine. Okay, let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Okay, untangle the legs. And we're going to do some lovely leg circles. Grab your band. Place the band around your foot. Stretch your leg up to the ceiling. Stretch your other leg away from you. Stretch out the back of your leg as much as feels good. Point and flex the foot if that works. Have a little wriggle. And then we'll start our circles. Circle around. Keep the other foot anchored to the floor. Big circle around. For 4. For 3. For 2. 1. Change direction. And the other way. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the other foot up into the band, swap the feet over. Same thing, stretch the other leg out, anchor it to the floor, pull in for your stretch, stretch at the back of your leg. Pull the leg towards you, squeeze the stretch out of it. And then when you're ready, your circles. Big circles around. Circle over the other side. Top. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change the aim, go the other way. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so we're going to roll ourselves up to sitting and then tie the band around our knees. We've not done this for a while. So we're going to do our side leg lifts with the band wrapped around our legs. So once you're in sitting, just single fold the band, don't double band yourself. So the band's going to go around your legs. Have it so it's tight enough for resistance, not so tight you can't feel your legs. Doesn't have to be a bow, just needs to be something you can untie afterwards. Not a quick knot. Okay, so we're going to lay on our side. You can prop yourself up on your elbow, great. You can also do this lying down, that's fine. We're going to have the band so it's an optimal place for your knees. The feet are going to stay together. You're going to open the top knee up into your clam just to test how tight your band is. Maybe. Okay, let's go for another 5. Mine's quite tight. 4, 3, 2, 1. Gemma's got a proper band for this. Okay, so just cut the circulation off. Then you're going to straighten your top leg. Make sure it's not too far forward. Then you're going to lift up for 6, 5, 4, smile through these, 2, 1. Then you're going to go toes down, heel up, so your legs internally rotated for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, we're getting these, 1. Toes up, heel down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circles, big circle around for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, change direction around as big as you can. For 5, smile. 4, 3, 2, 1. Definitely do my band too tight. Now you can lay down and we're going to do book opening. So your head's down, your arms are around in front of you. Top hand's going to lift up and over, open the chest to the ceiling, reach the arms wide, the hips and knees stay stacked. Roll your arms back over the top so they're together, and up and over again. Reach them wide, and up and over, and up, over, reach wide, pause in this stretch, take a nice big breath in, and try to relax down into the stretch. Another big breath in, and relax down into the stretch. One more like this. See how close you can get your chest or your back of the rib cage and your shoulders to the floor. Okay. Roll your hands back together. You can roll to your other side. We'll do the lovely legs the other side. So we've got the clown first, so you prop yourself up, top feet stay together, top leg lifts up, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten your top leg, lift the leg up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you turn your toes down, heel up, lift the leg for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Turn your toes up, heel down, lift it up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I feel like I haven't done this for ages. Big circle around. Always feel like it's a new exercise for my legs. 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction. Maybe I just do my band too tight. Round for 4, 3, 2, 1. Note to self, don't do it so tight. Lay yourself down on the floor, reach your arms out in front of you, head down, hips and knees stacked, pull them a bit closer to you if you don't feel like you're balanced. And then up and over, reach the arms wide. And then roll it back together. Up and over, reach them wide, open your chest to the ceiling. And close back together. 2 more, up and over. And close. And up and over. Pause, you can take a nice big breath in. And as you breathe out, see if you can relax down into that stretch. Another big breath in. Relax down into that stretch. One more breath in. And out. Okay, you're going to roll your arms back together. You're going to make your way onto your hands and knees and remove the band. You can just untie it a bit. And then you're going to go into your pigeon pose. So from your hands and knees, you pull one knee forward, you stretch the other leg back. Bring the foot a little bit further forward so you can come down to your pigeon. Again, you can keep this static, or you can feel like you can rock it off side to side. A little wiggle. Sometimes you can squeeze a bit more out of this stretch, or you can just hold it and breathe. Or combine the two. Okay, we're going to change sides. Untangle that leg. Do the other side. And down into this one. A little wiggle, rock side to side. Good. And then you're going to come out of this one, grab your roller, And we're going to have the roller in front of us. You're going to be in a child's pose position. Your knees might need to come a bit wider. Your arms are going to be forward. Your wrists roughly are going to be on the roller. You're going to stretch away, lower your chest towards the mat, and then you're going to pull the roller towards you, look up. You might need to move your hands on the roller. So that you keep your bottom anchored to your heels, and then you push forward, push the roller away, lower your chest towards the mat. Pull the roller towards you, look up, lift up through the chest. Good, and then push away, lengthening the arms, lengthening through the spine. Feel like you can use the roller to get a bit more movement, a bit more stretch. Pull the roller back towards you, grow tall, lift, look up, lift up, keep your bum heavy, and push forward for one more. Lower your chest towards the mat, you're going to get a bit of stretch for your shoulders, ribs, wherever you've got it, tight, and then roll back up towards you for last one. We might just have time for this quick stretch, so you're going to sit on your bottoms with the roller out behind you horizontally. So about bra strap height, your hands are going to go behind the back of your head. If it's uncomfortable, have the roller higher. And you're going to take your hands, so you're going to keep your head in your hands, and you're going to roll your head down towards the mat. So you're letting your head sink down. You feel like your elbows are lifting up as your head goes down, and then roll yourself back up to the top. Sink your head down into your hands, feel like your head's supported by your hands, your elbows lift up, and then roll forward. And then if your back feels okay and your roller's not too hard, you're going to go halfway down. You're going to bring your feet a bit closer to you and lift your bottom away from the floor. You're going to gently roll up and down the roller. This does depend on how your back's feeling or how hard your roller is. So you feel like you can lift your bottom off and you can just roll up and down the roller. It's fine to stay on the floor, you can just play around with different movements there. Okay, so let's bring our bums back down to the floor. You're going to go halfway back, and then you're going to roll your elbow towards your left elbow towards your left knee, or your right elbow towards your right knee. Oh no, the clock's gone. And then we're going to do the other side. Right elbow to right knee, and left elbow to left knee. So you're doing a nice little twist, side to side. Okay. One more each way. The other side. Good. And then you can move the roller out so it's underneath the back of your head. It's a good place to be on your phone or telly. And just let the back of your head rest on the roller. Make a little comfy place for yourself to rest. Taking some breaths in. You can let your head roll side to side so you get a bit of a massage to the back of the base of your skull. Quite a nice relaxing pose this. You can do this for as long as you like when the class finishes. Thank you all very much. Have a lovely afternoon.